Got it.
Second down and 3.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Get set.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Outside.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
What's up?
Now Purdy. Over the middle, it's complete to McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They picked up 5, needed 4. So to me, you know what that translates back to? Situational football and how they've been teaching it probably since OTAs and minicamps. Going over situations, know what you need, and find a way to get it.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
This is caught by Tucker. And he's got this down to the 35. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready. Here we go. Set. Set.
Now Achane on first and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Blue check. Check, huh?
On first down, back to Achane. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Devon Achane. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Ricky Pearsall on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Throwing here, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
The Niners at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
3rd and 5.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy sets up to throw again. Watkins diving. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Niners 14, Seahawks 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
On the set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for him. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here we go. Here we go. 50.
2nd and 2. He'll dump this off to Achane. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there, because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Purdy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Purdy now to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Ready.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the... Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hodges. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Ready up.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Set, cut.
Running right, here's Achane. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Devon Achane, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, You take full advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
Operating from the gun, Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 35 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. The extra point try now for Moody. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 20. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 flat.
Now back to throw. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set. It's a steal. Flat. Ready.
Back to throw again. That's caught by Tucker. Down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Let's go. Set.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
6-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Final play of the half. Purdy. They'll rifle this from deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Woolen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
On the double. Set, ready. Fight. Yes, cut.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3.
Watch out, 50 down. Cut.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Set, cut. Set.
They'll set up to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath.
He's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Here's Achane to start the drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 37, here's second down and 3.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Trey Tucker, 68 yards. And the Seahawks had 6 to their lead.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Watch out!
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Get set, get set.
Purdy off the play fake. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played three quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And now here's another interception. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated.
correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Okay, great.
Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
60, ready.
They'll set up a throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd and 9 now.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
This pass complete to Melton.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Trey Tucker. Incomplete. Bernardo Green on the coverage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Ready?
Achane gets it from the gun.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had
time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He's able to find Melton. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Outside. Watch out!
On the ground, McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch out! Take it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Get set.
Purdy now to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That's a gain of 6.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. McCaffrey running up the middle. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
On the ready.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going right back to Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Mustang Knight, 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.